Hi, everybody, and welcome to Coffee with Ken Boggle, a video space production filmed live here in my home, Ken Boggle's Mystical Emporium. So glad that you could be here. Thank you so much for watching. I'm, of course, Ken Boggle, a psychic medium tarot card reader. I've been doing it for about 28 years now, and it has been an exceptional journey. And now every Sunday, I get to spend what I've learned on that journey with you. So hello. No matter what social media platform you're on, it could be Facebook, it could be YouTube, Periscope, all the things. You can type in the comment section below and I will see it. So good morning to you. Say good morning in the comment section, no matter what platform you're on, even the Bitty Space app, and we'll get this sucker started. Boom. Coffee with Ken Boggle. Look at my new mug. What does that say? May contain alcohol. I thought we should strike through may and say most definitely contains alcohol, but it's still a fabulous mug. In fact, I've determined this may be what we use from now on. Although my alcohol is in a separate glass. This is a mimosa, but very light on the orange juice. You can barely even. Let's have some of that too. What are we doing? Good morning. Good morning, Melissa Williamson, Lindsay Rutledge, Mike Archer loves the mug. Wonderful. Good job, ladies. So Ken Boggle's Mystical Emporium, when you spend Saturday night with me, you get to wake up in the morning on Sunday and have a lovely little continental breakfast, some bagel bits and fruits and lovely things, some mimosas and coffee, but you also get to sit in for Coffee with Ken Boggle. So with us today is Sue, Emily, we got Janice, we got Karen, we've got Rosemary, and a whole house full. So thank you for being here. Love that. So yes, it's super great. Patricia Johnson Stacy says good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning to Margaret Mayberry. That's a new name. Welcome. Thanks for joining me, Margaret. I'm glad you could be here. Paula says, Paula, is that how you say it? I'm so sorry, boo. I've ruined your name. Says living a dangerous life. If you think this is as dangerous as Ken Boggle gets, you missed most of the 90s and a huge portion of the 2000s. I only got my act together like 3 years ago. Kylie Miller, good morning to you, my love. Keith Bailey, good morning. Ruth, Angela Allen, hope you're well. Hope everything's going better for you than the last time we spoke. Roger Sumner, good morning. If you would, go ahead and click share. It's that little button there that has a little arrow that goes like this. Share this shit. Let everybody know that we've got a foul mouth, and if you're easily offended, this isn't for you. But share it. Let everybody know, because what we're going to do today is we're going to do a little bit of a catch up with Ken Boggle. We're going to do a little bit of viewer mail. If you'd be so kind, there's a letter in my room somewhere in the office. I left the viewer mail in another room. Professionalism. So anyway, we're going to do catch up. We're going to talk a little bit about what's happened this week because I had a birthday, and then do some viewer mail. We're going to talk about the winner, because you remember last week, right? So we did this competition where you could win oracle cards from Kim Wilhite. Not oral cards, like I said last week, rather oracle. There's a C in it. So yes, it was a sharing contest. We'll get to the winner of that, and then get addresses and things like that and get it in the mail to you. Want to catch up a little bit about boys. I don't have a whole lot of time to talk about it today, but there's not a whole lot to discuss, but what there is to discuss is delicious. And then we'll do a gallery reading. So when you're with your fabulous, give me that. Mackenzie, thank you. Very nice. We'll do viewer mail from Jennifer Valquette. She sent us a lovely little something. If you'd like to send something, I'll give you the address when that comes. But the gallery reading, so no matter what platform you're on, whether it's YouTube or Periscope or the Bitty Space app or the social media pages on Facebook, you can type in questions when the time is right. I will endeavor to answer them. Then we'll do something called the Tarot Weekly Forecast. And that is where I take one card for each day. I tell you what the card is, what's going to happen, how to turn terrible into terrific, and how to turn fucked into fantastic. That's what we do. Crap is the new wonderful. So we'll make all that wonderful strategy for you for next week. It's going to make it a lot easier for you, I promise. We do have the ring light is now working, which means I don't have prison color right now. I have in real life. It's just this is tinted in a way. But I decided to wear a hat because what's happening up under this hat is ungodly. It's ungodly. Let's see. Jennifer Marine, thank you very much. Text storytelling from YouTube. Thank you for watching. Says hello. Hello to you. Cameron Flynn, thank you for watching, Cameron. You've been here every week to my knowledge, and I greatly appreciate it. Says, good morning, Ken. Hopefully not another visit from a bird today. Bite your tongue. Or other little animals bite your whole tongue. And Cameron, if you don't mind, spit that out of your mouth. Let's clink. We made it through another week. Here's to another. Let's get all sorted out and have a good time, shall we? Yeah. How'd y'all sleep last night? Did you have a good time? Yes. Good. Wonderful. Wonderful. Good. And did you put your stones in your bags?
Yes.
Good. Whenever you spend the night at Mystical Emporium, Wicked Glass and Wonderless Designs and my partner Sarah have networked together in a way that we provide you a lovely little red witchy burlap bag. And they're filled with certain little herbs for you. And then each one's a stone, and that stone will be labeled. It's in the bag with it to kind of tell you what the properties of it are and what it's actually called. We have things like red jasper and tiger's eye and oh my gosh, just all kinds of really great stones. Again, that comes from Wicked Glass and Wonderless Designs here in Frankfort, Kentucky. And when you come spend the night with me, I actually hook you up with a little bit of discount, but you need the promo code. So spend the night. We'll go shopping together. Okay, so let's catch up. I had a birthday this week, and it has been phenomenal. This is one of the gifts. My lovely friends brought me a gift for my birthday. We had a lovely cake last night. Red velvet cake with cream cheese icing from Kim's Cakes and Catering. Lindsay Rutledge says, oh my God, yes. I see you, boo. Anyway, so Sue has a birthday coming up. And tomorrow, happy birthday, happy early birthday. Thank you for spending it with me. And then Janice has a birthday. You can't see who I'm pointing at, so I'll stop. So Janice has a birthday. What happens out here doesn't matter. We actually determined that I could have probably took my pants off today and been fine. However, I don't think my studio audience would have cared. I don't think they would have cared. I think they may have let me get away with it if I wore the right undies. Yes. So Paula G says, Tiger's Eye always with me on my wrist as a bracelet. Helps so much. Well, happy belated birthday. Many more to come. Thank you very much. I hope so. So anyway, we all had dinner last night for the birthday. It was pretty fantastic. And then we I had a lovely little birthday bash with my girlfriend, Sarah, who's my partner. Sarah, the poet of my heart. Absolutely love her. She and her husband, Greg, put together a fantastic kit for me. I mean, there's tons of stuff that they gave me, but the thing I really, really loved was that Sarah took various different types of sage. She wrote directions for how to use each type of sage. If you give me something that requires intelligence, please write a note. I can't figure it out on my own. It's kind of like we were talking about last night, cling wrap, saran wrap. And I had said, press pause on the birthday conversation because we're getting cracking now and I'm waking up. So I had said to Mama Kim, I'm like, what do I do with this picture of woo-woo cocktails? Because I made a picture of a cocktail we serve here called woo-woo. Peach schnapps, cranberry juice, vodka, lime, essential lime oil, and lime juice. It's so good. We made a whole picture of it. Then we made another picture of it. And then we made another picture of it. But then we kind of were like, we're not going to drink all that. So Mama Kim said, just cling, and Mackenzie, cling wrap it, just cling wrap it, and it's going to be fine, and put it in the fridge. And I was like, what do I keep the cling wrap on with? So I was sitting here thinking, rubber band, maybe a shoestring. And I was like, I have to cling wrap it and all this other stuff. And then everybody, no conversations amongst yourselves. Damn it to hell. So I just said out loud, oh God. Anyway, so now I've lost it. Thank you. What was I talking about? Cling wrap. Jesus Christ. It's just now 14 after. Good luck, bitches. Good luck. So anyway, I was sitting here talking to my girlfriends and I was like, what am I going to keep the cling wrap on with? And they were like, it's cling wrap. It clings to itself. it's been a thing for a long time. And I was like, right. And as soon as it had come out of my mouth, I knew what I had done wrong, but it was too late. You had to write it out, you know, you had to write it out. So that was hilarious. It's, don't shake your head, Mackenzie. You should have very well done that. But now I know how cling wrap works. To Shay Wilson's laughing her ass off, and Mike Archer says, order, we need order. I've become Judge Judy, Judith Shineland. May she forever be our Judge Judy. So anyway, Jan Mills and Ann Sloan sent me, well, they left the house, they did the checkout, settled up everything, and we got them on the road. They then stopped, got flowers, and brought flowers back. They're still in my kitchen, and daisies, which is one of my favorite flowers, and some lilies. And it is pretty fantastic. And then in the mail, I received Sherry's Berries, a dozen of chocolate. I'm so sorry. I do that every time. My mouth fills with saliva and I nearly drowned. Snorkel equipment's what we need. They sent, it's a lovely box of strawberries that are kind of dusted with sugar, and then they're chocolate covered. And there's some dark chocolate, there's some white chocolate. Really great things. Lovely little designs, and you can just pop them in. They're perfectly sized, except for that one that I had to go for it twice, just because I was being dainty. I had company. A man who didn't deserve my attention was here, and different story for a different time. But those strawberries were everything. He didn't have one. Of course, he's trying to, I guess, watch his weight, but he need not worry about that with me, as I no longer give a shit. So then there's also Shannon and Jason Boyd. Shannon and Jason Boyd, they brought me a whole bag. It was a huge bag, wasn't it? Massive bag. A blanket, a sexy candle, all kinds of stuff. Shannon made me cookies, and I've been trying to lose weight. Thank you very much. I'm down a belt. I need to get a new one, actually, because I've lost that much weight. However, those cookies didn't help. So I was just trying to hand them off to people as they came in, and then toward the end of the week they got hard, and I was like, "Oh, they're fine, you know, they're fine." I mean, if he wasn't going to eat a chocolate cup for strawberry, he had to eat something, so that I didn't. And I'm like, "You either eat cake," which, by the way, I had a whole thing of cake left. Which we had a delicious cake. It was a dark chocolate cake with a blueberry compote and white chocolate ganache drizzle. It was so good, girl. It was so good, though. It was delicious. And now we also had another birthday party. This is my third birthday party. And I'm so stoked about it because, I mean, I am having birthdays with really great people. Jason Boyd's birthday was last weekend, and we had he and Shannon over, and Mama Kim's Cakes and Catering brought over a huge cheesecake that had cherry topping with white chocolate. So, God. Oh, Jennifer Marine says, "Oh my God, making me hungry." I'm like, "Oh my God, turning me on." Pinkies up. Because I had to class that up. I just said dessert was exciting me sexually, and I don't think that's the thing to discuss at 9:18 on a Sunday morning. So anyway, Faye Navarro, good morning to you, my love. Make sure you're sharing this for me. I'd greatly appreciate it. Brian Patrick O'Malley. I've said that for 10 years because I think Brian Patrick O'Malley sounds like a character or an actor from like SNL in the 70s, or Chevy Chase, that kind of vibe. So I've done it forever. Thank you for watching, Brian. I appreciate you. We had a family dinner for my birthday on Tuesday. The family was all around the table, and I sat in the corner, drunk and belligerent, in a rocking chair, just filming them like a creep. It was amazing. But we had a lovely dinner, and we had that delicious cake, and it was really something very special. My nieces and nephews, Cody and Isabel and Malachi, we sat around the kitchen table. It was a no adults birthday bash, and no adults because I was sitting here. And we had a lovely time. We had a chat, a conversation. Cody goes to pick up his phone, and Bella's like, "Really? During Uncle Ken's birthday? Really?" Cody's like, "Yeah, I'm looking it up." And I'm like, "Really?" And he's like, "Never mind, we'll skip it." I'm like, "Thanks, Cody, for putting your phone away." When a zillennial puts their phone away for your birthday, you've made it. That's big time, babe. So, yeah, I've had a wonderful birthday. 37 so far. Not so bad. Let's open up some viewer mail because I think Jennifer Valquette sent us. I'm not going to show your address, babe, but she sent us. That's the address. If you want to send Kim Boggle something, Mystical Emporium, you can do it 511 West Broadway Street, Frankfort, Kentucky 40601. It's a lot harder than it looks because the camera flips and you forget that physics exists and which side's your left side. It all becomes very weird. So yeah, if you want to send something to Kim Boggle's Mystical Emporium, send it to 511 West Broadway Street, Frankfort, Kentucky. Oh my gosh, look at this. Happy birthday, Ken, from Jennifer Valquette. How sweet is that? But then there's another one. It's empty, but I think she's the mansion at Forsyth Park in Savannah, Georgia. Isn't that lovely? One of you may get this for me as a lovely little side note. Maybe we'll do that. We'll autograph them and send them out. Then Jennifer Valquette, as she does, and I love it, always sends me a lovely little note. Makes me very happy. Thank you for taking the time to do that for me. And you do it even when it's not my birthday. And I'm so incredibly grateful to you, Jennifer, because in my current situation, sometimes I get terribly lonely. And it's really wonderful to have somebody send you something that takes so much thought. And it's also really great to have your house filled with wonderful people every weekend so that you don't cry alone in the closet for the whole time you're alive. So viewer mail, make sure you send me something in. Make sure it's, legal. I can't have you sending me things that aren't legal for that. Well, just put on the box. If you put this all illegal on the box, I probably wouldn't receive it. I'm sure that customs would probably have put open privately on it. Ken Boggle, open privately. That way I don't put it on camera. We're now plotting how to send things illegally through the mail. I think Elizabeth is furious on the other side of this camera. I'm so sorry, babe. So the winner of the cards, so the Oracle cards that were made by Kim Wilhite. They are back on her website, the Etsy website. I'll have her later today put the link in her comments, in the comment section of all this, so you can see it. But she took all of these amazing photos of these wild horses, and she edited them and hand selected them and came up with the different phrasing for each card. We did a Oracle weekly forecast with them 2 weeks ago. It was exceptional. We may do that again today. But the contest was that you shared last week's episode. You were put into a drawing to win a deck of those cards for yourself. And I now have the winner, and her name is Miss Heather Larson. Heather Larson, yes. Very good, very good. Very good. So Heather Larson, you get a lovely, cute little note from Ken Boggle, and you get a lovely little deck of cards. The ones that you'll be receiving have been autographed by Kim Wilhite, the photographer and the creator of the deck. I have not used them, so I'm not going to send you my pre-used cards. You can put your own energy into those and enjoy it. So I'll get that in the mail to you sometime this week. And wonderful. That leads us to talk to boys. Okay, so look. I really busted through that as fast as I could just so I could get to this part. So there was a lovely guy, father of 3, 27 years old, right? He should have his what together? His life, right? He should have his life together. 3 kids under the age of school, right? So you're responsible for human beings. You should be a better person. Anyway, he and I talked for like 1 week on Tinder and then 2 weeks on a text message, and we may or may not have sent each other photos of varying degrees of undress. And I thought we were really going somewhere. So on Tuesday on my birthday, I said, what I would really like to have from you, sir, who shall remain nameless, is I would really love you to call me on my birthday. Now, it won't require a lot from you, as I tend to direct everything in my life. I said, all I need you to do is call me. I'll act surprised. You'll say something sweet and happy birthday. Total 3 minutes and you're done. Would you like me to maybe send you a script of exactly what I need you to say? Easy for you, right? And he said, of course I can. He even sent a meme of Bernie Sanders saying that I can make that promise. So, and do you know what I mean? And I was like, when you bring Bernie into it, when you're bringing Bernie into it, you're for real. You're for real. You're going to call me on my birthday, right? Okay, so here's what happened. Birthday comes up, and the birthday, Elizabeth wanted to know if anybody else is on our internet. So anyway, on my birthday, I was waiting for this phone call, and it was a thing where people came into the house, and I said, please don't be offended. tonight I have a really important phone call that I won't miss. And I'm going to go separate myself off, have this wonderful time on this phone with this really great guy. And it was really the crown to my birthday was going to be this one phone call. And I was so excited about it. As the evening wore on, I realized that it was becoming less and less likely that he was going to call. So when he wrote me, I said, he said, "Good evening, hope your birthday is going well." I said, "So do I still get my gift?" And he proceeded to tell me that he thought phone calls were taking it to another level he wasn't ready for yet. I'll let you process that. 27 years old, father of three. We've already done the whole sexy picture moment and had several different sexy conversations, and yet he can't use a telephone. Doesn't it seem strange? Don't you think? I think at that age, with that many children, a phone shouldn't scare you. I don't think. And if my response was really quite lovely, I'm going to read it. So I don't want to be the Taylor Swift of the paranormal community, but I'm gonna. I've got a blank space, baby. Great song. So I think I might have deleted him. No, here he is. So I wrote back, right? I was like, "Good morning. This is the next day after the birthday. Never got a phone call." I said, "I've given some thought to yesterday. I failed to understand why a phone call is that big of a deal. It's bizarre to be man enough to send certain photos of yourself and to talk about visiting me, but not man enough to make a phone call. That's strange and bizarre. Anyway, I need a guy who isn't afraid of using a telephone, so sadly, this is where our journey ends. I hope you stay well and that you and your kids lead beautiful, amazing lives." Thank you. So that's what had happened. And it was really great. So last week, I was also telling you about the guy who had things come up and he had to cancel our date. And I was wholly broken by that, like devastated. And I called him by his real name, which I'm not going to do that again. But he actually did call me on my birthday. And things were really, really great. And I was coming on pretty strong because when I feel something and it's real, there's no game. I have no game. I don't need a game. I feel like if you're the person you should be, you don't need a game either. And so I just right out was like, "So look, I fell in love with you at first sight a year and a half ago. I've now figured out that it's you, and this needs to happen." For the life of me, I thought he was, my age for whatever reason. I'm not really quite sure why, but I found out not before last he's 22. 22. So I'm like, "Dear boy, I am so sorry that I've come on to you like you're a grown man because you're a child and you're not going to get what I'm putting down. Like you're not going to get all this. All this might be too much for you right now." It's a lot for 40-year-olds, actually. It's a lot for 40-year-olds. But I thought you could handle it. And I came on pretty strong. I sent flowers and things like that. And he has since been very kind of touch and go. So we'll leave that to that. But I've made the decision that there are now some rules. One, if you're young, you must be able to hold a conversation or at least be able to use a telephone. If you're older, you must be able to use a telephone. And if age doesn't matter to you, then you should at least act older than your shoe size, right? Like you shouldn't be coming in here like you're 12 and being 41 because that didn't work out either. But anyway, that's what happens. For whatever reason, and we're working against it now. I have made an agreement somewhere that in order to be successful in career, I can't have a relationship. I've somehow made that karmic agreement. And we decided last night, my friend Janice and I, that we are going to stop doing, I have to stop doing it. I said, "We," like you're involved in my sex life. I'm so sorry. You don't know, do you? I see you, Janice. I'm drinking all the champagne now. Very nice. Very nice. I think at the end of it, it's a thing where I don't ask for the world from men, and it seems the less I ask of them, the worse they're at giving it. I'm not asking you to move again. I'm not here to. Well, I'm not talking about moving in, and I don't want to, change your life. There's a cool wind blowing in the background, and I'd really like to see you tonight. It's a song. Anyway, so I'm just saying I'm not here to like revolutionize your life. I just really would like to have a lovely dinner occasionally, and I would like for us to, I don't know, make out a little, and then for you to go home. And I don't think that's a lot. And a phone call. Obviously, I need someone to call me on the telephone because apparently that's an obsession I have now. Anyway, we'll move on. That brings us to our gallery. So If you would have a question about work, family, home, money, relationships, believe me, I'm good at doing other people's relationships. My own clearly isn't working out. But we can answer relationship questions. Also, we talk about things like spirit guide messages and that sort of a thing. What we're not going to do on social media on a Sunday morning is do mediumship readings. That's not going to happen, just because I think that loved ones require more respect than that. And I don't really feel like it gives them that much respect if we're doing it in this kind of way after I've dropped the F-bomb 14 times. I don't think that's pretty cool. So if you'd like to do a private mediumship reading with me, go to tarotbyken.com and fill out the booking contact form so that we can respect your lost loved one. We can respect the process and have a much better result than just this. But if you would, go ahead and type in the comment section below, regardless of what your platform is, and I will endeavor to answer them. Tanya Gaines Spade says she's looking forward to talking on Wednesday. We have a date on Wednesday. I love that. I can't wait. That's super, super cool. Tanya is a local here in Frankfort, Kentucky, and she's phenomenal. Tashaya says, I've got a really heavy heart this morning. Any general message would be helpful. So, okay, look. Sorry, someone was just typing something very true about men, and I had to stop because I had to read it. Men are like this. Men are like this with just you. This is how they are on those dating apps. Well, I've deleted Tinder, so thank you, Kim Murphy, for pointing out that men are all garbage. Even the fabulous ones are still kind of crap. But let's get to Tashay Wilson's question. She says she's got a really heavy heart. Lots of people do today. I've several people I talked to had a really rough night last night. Bad dreams or hard feelings to kind of process, or just not sleeping well at all. I, as a matter of fact, slept in my bed perpendicular. So the bed goes like this, and I slept like that in my house coat. I didn't even crawl in the sheets. Who was she? But anyway, let's go ahead and get this question answered from Miss Tanya Spade. She's not Tanya, but Tashay Wilson. She says she's got a heavy heart this morning, and a general message would be helpful to her. So everybody in the Ken Boggle bubble, let's go ahead and start loving each other. Let's go ahead and start producing this thing where someone's opening up their lives to us in the comment section, and we're sharing that with them, and we're helping them lighten their burden and love them deeply. So show her some care in the comment section. Here we go. Tashay Wilson. Is it your phone? Oh my God, I thought we had another fucking bird. No, it's not. Okay, I'm just double checking because last week we had a whole Steve Irwin moment where I thought I was going to have to manhandle that bird. I went through the hallway with the broom and a kimono. Like I was just like, what was I going to do? Cover it with the kimono and clop it and then just drag it out? I don't know. Anyway, my girlfriend Anne, who is just the most amazing woman, took the bird on her finger. I know we're going to get to your question, I promise, but it's beyond me today. Anyway, so she put the bird on her finger, and the bird just stayed, and she's petting it, and it's a starling, and the bird's just like absolutely loving stuff. We open the door, and she takes her finger, and she's like trying to get the bird off, and the bird wasn't leaving, and so she's like this. So finally, on the upstairs porch, she took her finger railing, and she had to get the bird like off her finger, like it was peanut butter or something. She's like, damn it, bird. And the bird's like, I want to stay. No, you shit on my linens and we'll have a whole different entree for dinner. I will eat you. Make it very short. All right, Miss Tashay, thank you for being so patient. That's where we'll stay. Okay, look, Tashay, here's the thing. And it goes for me too. It goes for a lot of us. If this doesn't apply to you, send love to people in your life because it most certainly applies to them. We can no longer be controlled by our emotions. Our emotions are not serving us anymore, like right now. Something's up, cosmically maybe, or astronomically, some kind of a universal thing. What's happening is that our emotions are actually bringing us down and keeping us down, and we're becoming complacent with that. That has to stop. We have to figure out what the root cause of it is, extract that cause, and move the fuck on. That's what we have to do. It's causing a breakdown between what our head and our heart want. We're not in rhythm. So for me, what this means is that I need to spend time chanting. I need to go to my prayer cabinet and I need to remind myself that we're all fully possessed of the ability to not only be happy, but to share that happiness with others. I also kind of probably need to go in there and sort myself out in terms of putting way too much pressure on myself to be loved by someone or to be seen. There's a Around nighttime, there's a crippling loneliness that sits inside. And I normally wouldn't say this, but we're real. And Elizabeth said that, it's one of the reasons people watch me is because I tell you the truth. At night, a crippling loneliness kicks in. I become desperately sad. And I sometimes I can't even breathe. I know that that's unacceptable. I know that that's not right. However, when your heart's breaking and can't possibly, when you've Humpty Dumptied it and it can't be put back together again, you have to really sort of do some spiritual work and some internal work. So whether your thing is meditating or your thing is like me and you chant, or you are in prayer state, because prayer is a really great form of meditation actually, and you breathe and get one with God and the universe, and or whatever deity you see fit, and you align yourself with that pure love and that kind of care. It really does help a lot. So get some kind of a meditative practice, or get something that resembles a daily routine for you to kind of check in with yourself and to love yourself, because at the end of it all, the only relationship that really ever matters is the relationship you have with yourself, unless you become a parent. And if you become a parent, then obviously that other individual is a very important relationship. And if you're a great parent, you're able to balance the two, or that child becomes more of an important thing to you. But if you're single and you're alone, you've got to remember that you are in a relationship. There is a relationship happening, and it is with yourself, and it is vital that you control that relationship and that you control that emotion. So that's what I say to you, Tisha. I say that your emotions, like mine, have become burdensome and heavy, and we have got to sort that out. The general message for you today is to get it together. We have to get it together, because there's far too many opportunities in life to be happy. There's far too many opportunities in life to share, give, and care, for us to be wasting that time being broken and down. It's unacceptable. Lift ourselves up. The most important relationship we have is with ourselves, because at the end of the day, you do go alone, right? That's what it is. You're born alone. You go alone. Take care of this bitch, right? Okay, so there it is. I think that's really great, Tisha. Some pretty good advice there, and I hope that it has helped you. Tim Turnbow from Michigan. Hey, babe, good to see you. Tanya Spade says she can't balance shit. Wear gloves. So Michelle says, I'm a massage therapist. A job opportunity has come up. Do I stay where I am or go with a new job? Wonderful, Michelle. Michelle, can't say that name. Michelle K. That's what your name is, Michelle K. Simple question. Should she go with a new job opportunity? Thank you, Lindsay. I see your message. Very sweet of you. I don't think the time is right to make the job change. I don't think the time is right to make a job change. Let's not. If you're wholeheartedly decided that you are going to do that, well, then what we need to do is we need to wait until after Mercury retrograde is over. I don't know what date that is. I think it's the 25th of February, maybe. It's Mercury retrograde 2021. It started, I think, on the 6th of February, and I think it's with us till the 25th. But then you also kind of let the post shadow go too. Don't make any big changes career-wise right now. Don't do it. It's okay to have ideas and things like that, but don't make big career changes. These cards also suggest that what you should be doing is evaluating why you're not happy at your current job. What is it? Is it the money? Is it the schedule? Is it that there is a lack of a positive emotional vibe? Is it that you've got conflicting, when is it, baby? 21st. So Mercury retrograde's over on February 21st. Let's give it a few days to come out of post shadow. By March, you can start making more decisions. We can all start making more decisions. But I really encourage you to go back into your current job and ask some questions about yourself. What am I unhappy with here? Have you voiced that concern? Have you voiced that concern with absolute clarity to your supervisors and people you work with? Have you given yourself a chance to modify or adapt yourself to make what you want to have happen? Or have you gone to other people who will adapt and modify situations to better suit what you want? You have to do these things. When God opens a door, you know, when one door closes, another door opens. Well, sometimes God will crack a window. And here I am trying to shove my fat ass right through it, like trying to get toothpaste back in the tube, trying to make this opportunity work. And it doesn't always work. Sometimes it's best just to say, isn't it a lovely door or window? Isn't it lovely to be open? I'm not going there, you know? So I think that's sort of what you're at. I think you'll jump from the frying pan into the fire in terms of long term. I think you will regret leaving the job you're in now without having done anything to change it. So good luck to you on that. Good luck to you. Massage therapists also have a very difficult job in that you do absorb people's worst, their tension, their stress, their anger, their frustration, their heartbreak, or their strain. You know, so I really think smudging is good for you. I think some time away right now during Mercury retrograde, just to sort of touch base with yourself is a good idea. Wait until after the 25th before you start making moves and decisions. Okay. Thank you, Michelle. Everybody send Michelle some love. We've all got to that point where we had a job opportunity. It looked pretty good. And then turns out it wasn't. So let's support her and let her know that she's okay exactly where she's at for right now and that other things will come. And if this other business is really interested in you, massage therapists, good ones, are very hard to find. So you just say, thank you for the opportunity. For right now, I'm unable to take that position. However, I would like to revisit that at a later time. When you agree that's the best way to handle it, because there's a chance to sort yourself out, maybe make some changes. Yeah, you feel me? My friend Emily, I'm just so in love with her. Emily Ann is just lovely. She's a PA. We're not going to give her social security number or anything. And you're dating. Yeah, but she's not married, nor does she want kids. Are you interested in marrying a gay man? Can we maybe talk about? Can we talk about? Fine, that's fine. Yeah, I'll even let you go on the whole making out thing. You just call me occasionally. We'll have this whole. Okay, before bed, I'll be like, "Hey, girl," you know. She's like, "Hey, bitch." And it's not customer since she's been in my mind when she calls me at night. It's gonna be like, "Hey, bitch," you know. And I'm like, "Hey, bitch." Next thing you know, it's 1 a.m. and we're just killing it. Restream says, might be a lot of energy in the house today. Internet isn't like it can at the moment. It isn't. And there's not a whole lot we can do about it because it's called live television. So what you do is you make the most and you cross your fingers, toes, and testicles and hope that it all works out. Mine are crossed in somewhere in here. So we'll just keep going for 18 more minutes and see what happens. Peggy Sells. Hi, Peggy. I hope you're well. She says, having a work meeting today. A message, please. That's so vague that I can't even shake a stick at it because I don't know where it's at. The work meeting. Is there something you want to know specifically about it? Or just like a general thing? Let's do a general thing and hopefully you'll get what you need, okay? Because I think the universe always gives us something close to what we need. My good friends, the Rolling Stones, used to say you can't always get what you want, but if you try, you'll find you get what you need. So let's see. Let's see what they say from Miss Peggy Sells. Okay, I think the best thing you can do is just try to balance the energy of your conversation that you have about work today. I think it's good for you to not try to extend yourself wholeheartedly to make great things happen. I think just being good, stable, and non-eventful is always great for a meeting. Take yourself back if that helps at all. Also, there's a magician card here that says overall you will benefit greatly by just staying present through the conversation, by envisioning what you'd like to have happen, making notes, sharing that with others, but also that you shouldn't be wholly invested in it and allow it to kind of mess with your day because it's really not that big a deal. I think that you probably are doing a different job actually because there's some unsavory cards that popped up. So Peggy, wish you'd been more specific just so that we can figure that out for you. But really it's just a meeting. Don't lose your lid. Do your best to kind of Keep your mouth shut, I think. Do your best just to shut it. Oh, Peggy says, so keep my mouth shut. Thank you. Yeah. Zip your lip, make notes, come back to it later. When Mercury is in retrograde, we never take, things always happen. Internet problems, systems fail, communication goes left. When Mercury goes into retrograde, meetings can become very dangerous. If you overinvest or you overanalyze, or you overprocess, and you don't just let it fucking happen. Let it happen to you and just make notes. Don't get all up in it. No need for that. No need for that at all. So yes, I hope that works well for you. I think the best thing you can do is not to overanalyze anything that's happening at one particular part of that meeting. Thank you all very much for your messages, your questions. Let us do the Tarot Weekly Forecast. What we'll do is we'll draw a card for each day. We'll do one for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and I will tell you what the card is. I will slow down so that you can write it down. And you can always press pause and like rewind as you need in the replay. But I, the other day, noticed that the closed captioning was happening automatically on my videos now, and it was not keeping up at all. And I have this accent that sometimes slips into holler. And I don't know, I said beans and it said beads. I don't know. It was a whole thing. So I will slow down. I'll try. Again, it's Coffee with Ken Boggle. I've been juiced since 6 o'clock. Here we go. That was lovely. We'll do one of these. I like to do this in each episode. Boom, boom. Maybe we can clip that together for like a Ken Boggle reel of all the years I've done that, maybe. Yes. Yes. God, thank you. I needed that so much. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Don't make me lose it because it's down here. I'll be able to see it on this piece here. Monday, ta-da, the second, oh no, February the 8th. Monday, February the 8th. This is the High Priestess. High Priestess. Yes, thank you very much. Yes, thank you. High Priestess sits on the throne between what is rational and what is irrational, what is logical and what is psychic. She also sits upon the throne of the moon, which is the basis of all intuition. And if you notice, she has putting a scroll up her sleeve. The scroll has the word tarot on it. So here's what I'm going to say to you. Monday, you're going to get some insight. You're going to get some intuition. I want you to keep it to yourself. Say nothing. Specifically, if it's got nothing to do with you. Press pause. When you are an intuitive person, it is not your job to give messages to people. That's not your job. If they ask you for a message, you share it. But this whole going up to people in gas stations and saying, I have a gift and I can't control myself and I've got to tell you about your dead Aunt Blanche. I'm trying to get toilet paper. You know, I'm trying to get paper towels. I'm trying to get some Vaseline, whatever you're buying, you know, I don't need you to come at me like that. So don't be offering your intuition on Monday. You need to keep that secret and safe, because what's going to happen is the secret knowledge you have is going to provide you strength and stability. And when it starts to play out, do not say to the person, I knew this was going to happen. No one needs that bullshit either. What we need you to do is do what you can do in a quiet, separate way to get ahead of it. Do you see what I'm saying? So use the information to try to manipulate it better for the person or better for yourself or better for the situation. Just don't go off and share everything you know. It's not a good idea. Tuesday would be the 9th of February, and that is the Hanged Man. Lovely card. The Hanged Man is one who has been suspended into a moment of uncomfortability so that they can give more of themselves to others. In doing so, one will come to epiphanies and realizations that will enlighten them. Now, this is great. This is all good. It's wonderful, fabulous. However, staying in this position too long, terrible for you. It's terrible for you. No one needs you to get on a cross. We already have someone who did that. Thank you, Lord. We don't need that again. That job's been done. You do not have to constantly give yourself more and more and more and more. Maybe take a step back, chill the fuck out, and give yourself a break. Conversely, if you're the kind of person who doesn't like to give of yourself, because I know you bastards exist, I don't know how you live, and I have no advice for you because I don't know who you are. If you're not a person who gives, I don't think I can talk. Do better. If you're the kind of person who's always taking, give something on Tuesday. Actually extend yourself into a moment of uncomfortability for the sake of someone else. Conversely, if you're giving all the time, slow the fuck down. Hear me? Okay. Coffee's good. I think coffee tastes better when it comes out of a sassy mug. May contain alcohol. May contain alcohol. I'm going to get a Sharpie later. I swear to God. Definitely contains alcohol. Okay, so this brings us to Wednesday. This is the 10th of February, and it is the 8 of Cups. Okay, so let's talk about 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups is really interesting because you see that the character here has lined up every single thing that he wants. You have 5 cups down here and then 3 cups up here. A tarot reader's worth of salt will notice that there's a cup missing. That missing cup means that you are emotionally unfulfilled. This, no matter what's happening back here, remember that when you're reading tarot, what's happening in the back of the card is as important as what's happening in the front of the card. So you see all the links he's gone to, all the things that he's done, all the miles he's walked, all the forests he's traversed, and every single cliff edge that he's somehow managed to collect these cups on. However, he's left with nothing. It doesn't at all fulfill him the way he thought it was going to be. Wednesday is a great day to let it go. Thank you, Jesus. Every day is a great day to let something go. Every day is a great day. But I really feel like that's for me. I really feel that card, I hope it works for you, but I really feel that card's left for me. I have bent over backwards and forwards for men my whole life. And I think I'm about fucking well done with that. I think I'm done with letting that become something I judge myself on. I think that if I need to be seen, I've got you. And I've got a myriad of years of videos that I can see myself on. I don't need someone else to point my greatness out to me. So I need to stop organizing my life in a way that makes that essential. Maybe Wednesday, I just maybe let it go. I think that would probably be good. I've tried. I've really, really tried. And it's just, I can't. So I'm going to make some dedicated efforts to do that because I simply can't take any more emotional pain because, I'm not having this one particular person love me. Thursday, you have let what happened on Wednesday go because Thursday, praise God, the 11th of February is the 4 of Swords. This means we can all breathe. This means that we can have some mental peace. This means that we can rest. It's a great day to stay in solitude. It's a great day to spend time meditating, praying. It's a great time to really just collect yourself. Now, here's a side note. When this card was first created, it was illustrated by this thing that would happen where warriors would go to war, right? And the night before they went to war, they slept in their coffins. Now, it's a cultural thing that happened years ago. While in their coffins, they would spend time in prayer. Something I'm guessing to the effect of, "Dear God, don't let me come back in this box." I'm thinking that's probably, it's cramped. Don't let me come back in the box, I think would be the first prayer you have. And dear God, where's the nearest restroom? I think what it does is it's really a thing where you can be in the most uncomfortable of all situations. You can be facing terrible odds. You could be heading toward another meeting that's not going to go well, or you could be trying to figure out this other new job, or you could be trying to figure out what your relationship status is. Why not be in it, but calm yourself? Why not be in it and not suffer it? It just is what it is for right now. Find mental peace with yourself on the inside. If you are having difficulty on Thursday, collecting yourself and being and having that peace, you need to really ask yourself, what is the root cause? Extraction of that root cause is essential. It's essential. Something's fundamentally not right. Something's out of balance. Take moments to reflect. Okay. To wrap that bit of information up, when these warriors came back from war, they slept that night in the coffin again. So after the war, they would be cleaned, probably ripped, drunk. I'm thinking that they're Vikings or something like that. Some kind of really good looking kind of kilt wearing kind of a bastard, delicious. I'm not even going to eat this morning. I'm just going to live with that. I think that gave me my vitamin D for the day. So anyway, I think like if there are people who are heading toward work and find mental peace, then the things you and I are dealing with are not that big of a deal. I think we can really find ways to calm down and to have a moment of peace. Make sure you're doing that on Thursday, the 11th of February. That brings us to Friday, the 12th of February, and it is the Magician. So we get the Magician quite a lot lately. The Magician reminds us that what we think we can create, as above, so below. God's will can be taken from the heavens and made clear on earth. It also reminds us that we have the emotional stability and the grounded energy, as well as the education and communication ability to manifest what we want. Each one of these suits, as I pointed them out there, and not terribly, by the way, I did a fairly good job on that. They're all present because they are inherently given to you as a human being. This is consciousness and awareness and stability and strength and the little bit of magic that we all have. And the Magician just says, use it. So if you're out of place on Friday, ask yourself, am I actually engaging with what I need to be engaging with? Am I actually making magic happen? Am I doing the most? Am I staying clear-minded? Am I manifesting what I need? Am I staying emotionally stable? Maybe your thing is money. Maybe you need to be manifesting, working, and speaking about your money. But anyway, it's all there for you to do Friday the 12th of February, my bad. Lastly, Saturday, King of Cups. Terribly interesting. King of Cups on Saturday. Now, King of Cups is basically like a good couch. You know, when you're sad, you can go to the couch and he's there for you. When you're bored, you go to the couch and he's there for you. When you're happy, you go to the couch. Maybe you have a hot date and you're on the couch, you know. Maybe your husband finally, like, I don't know, is taking the trash out or what have you. But you should have a relatively positive experience with men in your life. If not men, the most emotionally stable women. The most emotionally stable women will be a part of your day on Saturday. Sorry, my God, Saturday. The emotional stability will be really, really great. I don't do well with dates. I just don't. Saturday the 13th, make sure that you are being in control of your emotions and not letting your emotions control you. But also notice back here, think about the water here. That's actually intuition. So your intuition will be churny and choppy a little bit, and it may very well mess with your emotional stability. But you see the ship. The ship reminds you that you can sail through the changing ocean tides. Okay, so that is your weekly forecast. I hope I did it right. The internet's going off and on. Mercury's in retrograde, and I'm done. So thank you so much for watching another episode of Coffee with Ken Boggle. Heather Larson, please reach out to me so that I can mail you your cards. I'd like to get those in the mail to you and your lovely little handwritten note from myself. If you would like to spend a weekend with me here at Ken Boggle's Mystical Emporium, you can do so by going to Airbnb in Frankfort, Kentucky. It's not a normal place where you can stay. You actually have to go to type of housing and click boutique hotel, because we specialize, don't we? You know, very that. It's very nice, isn't it? Yeah. And we do the most, I think. We dinner and cocktails, and we have fun, and we chat, and we play great music. Did you like music last night? We had a little Michael Bublé for dinner. And Ed Sheeran for dinner. And then there was a little Marvin Gaye, I think, was in there too. Very nice. Take care of yourselves. Take even better care of each other, because at the end of the day, you are your brother's keeper. Your happiness is not more important, nor is it independent from that of his. We are as inseparable as fish and water. When you fuck with the water, you fuck with the fish. So let's all get our shit together, shall we? Happy Sunday. I'll see you next week.